Gets 4 o'clock, okay.
At some point before Ragatha is the only character in the entire cast who has a nose. Look at every other character. Pomni doesn't have one. Jax doesn't have one. Kinger literally doesn't have a mouth, let alone a nose. But Ragatha has a little orange triangle right there on her face, and nobody else does. Here are the ages of the cast. Jax is 22, Pomni is 25, Zubul is 22, and Gangle is 26. Ragatha is 30, and Kinger is the oldest at 48, and he's been trapped there for over 2 decades. Goosework shared these on Tumblr back in 2023. Jax has tried multiple times to take off his overalls. It doesn't work. Goosework said, emphasis on the word tried, which means the clothes on the avatars are permanent. You can't remove them, but he can still take his skin off. Zubul swaps their body parts almost every single day. In most episodes, they show up with completely different pieces. But in episode 8, they keep the same parts the entire time, even though several days pass in the story. That's because Kane's torture adventures left them so exhausted, they couldn't even be bothered to change anymore. Jackson's
Wow.
is pink, covered in cutesy decorations and colors that don't match his personality at all. We first see it in Beach episode, and it looks like it belongs to someone completely different from the guy who bullies Gangle every day. Fans think this is what Jax was actually like before the circus changed him. Someone asked Gooseworks where Bubble goes when Kane pops him. She said, you don't want to know. And if Bubble really is a fragment of the blue AI Kane consumed, then wherever he goes when he's popped might be deep inside the system, somewhere no one can see what he's doing, not even Kane. The show takes place in 2017, not in the 90s like a lot of people assumed based on the old tech and the VHS aesthetic. Gooseworks confirmed 2017. The circus was created in the 90s, but the actual events of the show with Pomni and the current cast are happening in 2017. Jax is based on Poppy from Poppy the Performer, which is one of the shows that inspired Gooseworks to make TADC in the first place. When someone asked if Jax was similar to Poppy, she said, kinda. He's a hugely impulsive D-quad, but he has a little more depth than Poppy that is explored way later down the line. Gooseworks voiced possessed Pomni in episode 3. She also voices Bubble and the Moon. Ragatha's design is a direct reference to the animated movie Raggedy Ann and Andy, a musical adventure. Gooseworks has said she loves this film. The scene in episode 8 where Kane smashes the cast's bodies together into a pile of scattered parts after his song is a reference to the animated short Donks by Felix Cole.
Hello.
The submarine scene near the end of that short has the same energy as Kane playing with broken body parts like their toys. Before episode 8 came out, someone asked Gooseworks on Tumblr if there would be any more songs in the series. She said, definitely not. And then episode 8 has a full musical number. She lied on purpose to keep the Kane song a surprise.
Pretty good, just relaxing.
It's the first title in the entire series that's written completely in lowercase, and every single letter in it comes from the middle row of a QWERTY keyboard. The title could probably be linked to Kane breaking down in this episode, since no one has managed to figure it out yet. At GlitchX 2024, someone asked Michael Kovac what Jax's worst nightmare was, and he said, getting lost in a corn maze. His fear of corn is confirmed to come from trypophobia. He's scared of the little holes in the kernels. But if yellow represents truth in this show, like fans
Yeah, I'm good.
theorizing, then Jax being scared of corn, something yellow and covered in a grit pattern, means he's literally scared of the truth. Ragatha is Gooseworks' least favorite character to draw. She said this on Tumblr. With no explanation given, she just doesn't like drawing her. The moment in episode 8 when Kane snapped his fingers right before beginning his musical sequence mirrors the Has-Been Hotel pilot, where Charlie Morningstar performs the same gesture just before her song. This detail was later confirmed as deliberate by Sam Happ, the composer behind Has-Been Hotel, who suggested the orchestrator used for the episode 8 musical sequence. The voice actors have said they know how the show ends. They've done the table reads for every episode up to the finale, and multiple VAs have said that people cried during the table read for episode 9. Content, and partly because it was the last one. On Kinger's computer screen in episode 8, there's a folder labeled CA_neural scans, marked as obsolete. Neural scans, meaning brain scans of every person who ever entered the circus. But it might go even further than that. It could be the scans of every abstracted character, too, since they're still technically inside the system. They're flagged as obsolete, not deleted, which suggests they haven't been completely erased. And if that's the case, then abstraction might not be irreversible after all. Whatever those scans contain is still accessible to anyone who gets on that computer. Zubul's holy shit in episode 8 is the second uncensored swear word in the entire series. The fact that it comes right after Kane is deleted is the cast's first real confirmation that Kane's control over the circus is gone. The content filter died with him.
He's watching some random stuff I have to watch. Using the tablet right now, just for the fun of it. What whistle? I gotta go to work tomorrow. Hello. Slapper kitty. What are you doing, whistle?
In the end credits of episode 8, the spot where Kane and Bud dance together is left empty. They're just gone. Even the credit. In December 2024, Gooseworks turned off questions on her Tumblr because fans kept asking things that would force her to spoil the series. She briefly turned them back on in November 2025
Okay.
and shut them down again almost immediately. Every character in the circus does something different when they hold their breath. Tommy's face cycles through colors, Ragged's hair sticks up, Jangle's mask spins, King glows, and Zooble's limbs straighten out, and Jax,
Don't want you to throw.
voice actor Michael Kovac,
I don't want you to throw up my
revealed that
camera.
when Jax holds his breath, his ears spin like a propeller, and he can fly. Nobody in the show
What?
has ever seen him do it
That's not true.
immediately. Every character in the circus does something different when they hold their breath. Tommy's face cycles through colors, Ragged's hair sticks up, Jangle's mask spins, King glows, and Zooble's limbs straighten out, and Jax, his voice actor Michael Kovac, revealed that when Jax holds his breath, his ears spin like a propeller, and he can fly. Nobody in the show has ever seen him do it because he never holds his breath in front of anyone. The number 57 keeps appearing in the background of the
You alright?
series, in random places. Fans have been
Huh?
tracking every appearance and trying to figure out what it means, but Gooseworks has never said a word about it. It could be an inside joke, nobody knows. In the German dub of episode 8, when the flashback shows Scratch talking to Kane in the early
Alright.
days of the circus, you can actually hear what he says. In the English version, his dialogue is completely inaudible. But in German, the subtitles reveal he's asking Kane, is there any way we can get out of here? So from the very first day, Scratch was already trying to get out. The pilot of the Amazing Circus hit 300 million views in 3 months. That makes it the most watched pilot of any independent animated series in the history of YouTube, beating out Has-Been Hotel and Murder Drones. And Gooseworks originally pitched 2D series to
I have 3 cats.
but they didn't have the resources for it. TADC was designed from the ground up as something that would work in 3D, and that decision is probably the reason the show grew up the way it did. Ragatha entered the circus in 2008, and that stands out because it lines up with a real event, the financial crisis. We know she was working in real estate, so there could be a connection between that crash and her arrival in the circus. Back in February 2026, about a month before episode 8 even came out, Gooseworks mentioned on a stream that Pomni and Jax were the main characters of the show.
Going into this series, I never expected one of the things that people would get mad at me for would be making the show focus on the 2 characters. I was like, oh, I didn't even know you could get mad about that. Like, building up the show to be about Pomni and Jax, like, oh, people are actually really upset about that, I'm sorry.
I think maybe because I don't realize that Jax is like one of the 2 main characters, you know, because he gets introduced because the vibe, so it just seems like you're getting one of the other characters of the cast more attention than the other ones, and that
Come back up here.
People don't know where it's going.
Feel better?
Not about their predictions of the character, and I'm like, oh, let's just slow down a little bit. It's all something.
And some fans got upset because Ragatha, who had been presented as a deuteragonist alongside Jax, was being pushed aside. Fans told Gooseworks it was bad writing. People started harassing her because their favorite character wasn't the lead. She deleted her Reddit account and posted that she had considered never touching this franchise again with a 10-foot pole. She later clarified that she wasn't harassed off Reddit specifically, but that she had a breakdown from stuff that had been building up for months. So Gooseworks almost walked away from the franchise before the second to last episode was even out. And
Okay. He's having some fun, guys.
And how exactly would I do that, Chris?
Just be chilling in the pool.
I think I'll close the pool cover. Your car's here. I'm gonna go. Love you. I'm so tense. Can I book you a massage and a cinnamon scrub?
Behind me is the C7 Corvette.
C8.
It's a new model. C8 or something.
C8.
Why we buy it?
You know what about it.
Hmm.
So gotta give them the Whistle Diesel LLC, Montana LLC for you. Please sign right there.
We're signing all the paperwork for the new Corvette.
This is a privacy policy saying we're not gonna sell your information to anybody.
You can tell me information.
Okay, let's skip that one then. Just don't let it sell it, don't.
Oh, look, who's that from? The Tennessee Department of Revenue. Yeah, sorry, I can't sign any of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one that came with the car. That's the one of one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a problem. We're out of paper too.
Can't watch that. Ooh, I'm gonna watch that later.
Alright. Next we need a very expensive new car, flawless, has 0 miles on it.
Hello.
It's gonna be a massive reveal.
Wow, a new super car. Once you guys see this car, you see the color, I think you're gonna love it as well. It is here behind this photo booth. We got slowly putting this name on this color. This favorite color. This color.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, cool. Let's go home.
You wanna talk about the car or anything?
Red car crazy exhaust, whatever, let's go.
This is like the craziest Corvette ever made.
Shit model Corvette.
There's like so many things to talk about on the outside of this car.
Cool. Yeah, so it has doors of a Camaro. This is like supposed to look like a Ferrari. They have the Camaro logo.
It's a Corvette.
Oh, they even shaped the hood like the Aventador. Yeah, hey, copy my homework, but don't make it look too obvious. It's a V71 model.
06.
So the same as the pickup truck. This door opens too. Oh, there's an outlet. Hey, that's handy. Oh, that's... I don't know, there's not much to look at. It's like clanking like a jet.
It's a little bit of a clanker.
As like a starter budget beater car, it is nice.
It's $100,000, Cody.
Oh my god, that's huge. I thought it was gonna be big.
The whole thing.
Okay, part of me likes that, part of me doesn't. I think this is cool, but it's also highly bulky.
Oh,
you
the
have another
storage.
trunk? That's not cool.
Like a little
Hey, actually, hold up. Working on this car would be very enjoyable. They worked in an ergonomic mechanic seat. Shannon Cannonballs. This engine was handcrafted by a woman. Shannon is either going to get promoted or based on how it's in it.
Shannon is the owner of GM right now.
Handle nuts and bolts being dumped into the oil. On the inside here, you have a lovely Heinz ketchup seats. Oh yeah, first time sitting in a Camaro. What the? Is this? No, they did not do this. They did not just. What is that?
It's some boats and
Wait,
everything.
no, you rest your hand on it. Do that. Look, if the car has the truck has the stuff going in the car, I swear to God, Brady, I'm about to flip. If the start button for the entire car is right here, I'm actually gonna lose my mind.
No, that's crazy.
Okay, so we just put a new exhaust on it. I haven't started it or driven it yet. So this is the stock exhaust. But I think Corvette should go bankrupt for this. This is what used to be on it. It was just over that. This is like New Balance sneaker, dude. So the new exhaust is absolutely beautiful. They have these titanium pipes. This is a Valtronic exhaust. It looks a lot better than that old piece of crap.
It's gonna sound a lot better.
No, he's about to look.
Not the valves aren't even open yet, though.
Oh, that's the valve.
Yeah, engine sound. No.
Oh, wow. Whoa. Okay, wow. Wait, so it's not that. Oh, I hit this button.
Oh.
So what are you gonna do with it? It's like my wife gets mad when I come golfing. But then I bring home us a nice sports car, you know? What's the guy to do to provide for his family? Like, take it out on the weekend?
That's the most Corvette over too.
This is nice. How much was this one?
About 300.
This is pretty good. The cup holder does not fit his new iPhone with the case? Are you serious? I'm gonna judge this car severely based on how long it takes to turn my business from add phone, forget phone, wait, come on, does it work? Does it work?
It's almost like an easy to use
supercar.
It's like an iPad. Hey, yeah, I'm looking at that. What's the problem with it? No, this is like